Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're gonna start doing some spotlight series, like spotlight stories, to where we're gonna dive into specific issues or specific arcs and talk about, the books and what's going on in each one. And if you guys have any recommendations of anything that we should be picking up, anything that you guys might want to see on the channel, definitely comment down below and let us know what we should pick up and talk about, in the spotlight series. We want to just shine on some light on certain issues and stuff and, get the conversation going. That's what this whole channel is about, is starting the conversation with you guys, right? So this week, I picked this up, I think it came out 2 weeks ago. This is the Ice Cream Man. This is issue number 13. So this is supposed to be the start of a new arc, so to speak. Issues 1 through 12, I haven't read. If you're not familiar with the channel, with the exception of the last month or so, just barely getting back into comics. It's been about 20 years since I've read one. So issues 1 through 12, I haven't read. But from what I understand, each issue is kind of like a one-shot, so there's not really any continuity to the story anyways. So it seems like you can almost just pick up on any issue and start reading it, right? So, but issue 13 anyways was supposed to be kind of a new start to a new arc. So I picked it up, I got a chance to read it, and we'll go over it today. So this book, or this issue, is a palindrome, right? Basically what that is you can literally read this from front to back or from back to front. So a palindrome is basically something that's the same forwards as it is backwards, right? So like boob or dad or mom, it's spelled the same forward and backward. M-O-M, M-O-M, it's still mom, right? Race car. A fancier palindrome, right? Race car. It's spelled the same forward as it is backwards. So I thought that was kind of a trippy play. It seems like this book, it does a lot of stuff different. It's, I've heard it described as, it's an ice cream man that has some sinister ways about him, and there's always kind of like chaos and dismay that's happening around these characters in this book. There's something that's going on with these characters. They run into the ice cream truck or the ice cream man, and then stuff hits the fan, right? From what I've read about it. So in this issue with the palindrome, it might not have been the best hopping on point for me, because honestly, it was kind of a boring issue for me, and that's just my opinion here. It was a really short book. I think it was only like 12 pages, because once you get to the middle, then it literally is just the same stories backwards. So you're kind of just reading it over again. So it's probably like around 24, 25 pages long. But the whole back half is the front half, or the whole back half is the same as the front half. So like I said, you could read this book from front to back or from back to front, and it's the same exact story. Alright, so at the beginning of this issue, it picks up with a normal suburban neighborhood, and then you just see the ice cream truck there just chilling. So then we see Paul. Now, Paul has just gone through a traumatic experience because he's just lost his significant other, Michael, to pancreatic cancer. And he needs answers. He's searching for answers. He wants to know why this has happened to him. He comes out of his house and boom, there's the ice cream truck chilling, but no ice cream man. You still have not seen the ice cream man yet, right? They leave it to your imagination. But what do you see? You see an open manhole. Now, I don't know about you guys, but when I see an open manhole, I dive on in. So Paul, he heads down the ladder. When I say down, he's going to hell, right? He's going down the ladder to hell, and he's gonna find some answers. So that tells us my guy Mike, he wasn't a stand-up dude. Because if he's going down to find answers, I mean, what does that tell you? Alright, so Paul's coming down the ladder. He's just minding his business. Holy Backstreet Boys, man. The lady with the crazy eyes. Her owl can't hoot because it's too hot in hell, man. And then you see all these other crazy, creepy characters. And you kind of just don't really know what's going on. There's a lot of crazy stuff happening down here. And then Paul gets moved on by this guy named Dennis. He tells him he's going to show him the way. He comes down on these balloons. And then he kind of finds this room in the middle of the book. And he's just like, well, I guess nobody's home. And it's really bloody in there. And we don't know what happened in there. But he's like, well, I guess nobody's here, so I'm out. And literally at that moment, the book just goes backwards. And everything that you've seen already is happening again in the reverse direction. So he goes back up the ladder, he's back out on the street, he's back by the ice cream truck again that's just straight chilling, and then the book kind of just closes with the ice cream truck on the suburban street. And that's why you can read this from the back of the book forward, or from the front of the book back. That was basically the whole book. That's what happened on the inside. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. If you guys are reading this book, if you guys have read the 1 through 12. I know the first issue was supposed to be really crazy. I think it was something about like a mass murderer that like kills people with like poisonous spiders or something, and just like wreaks havoc on the city or something like that. That seems super awesome to me. They seem to do really off stuff that not a lot of the other books are doing. I think there's one series or one issue, I think it was issue number 6, where it's completely silent, so there's like no words, and you really have to be like captivated by the art and the panels like one by one. So it's definitely interesting in that fact, and that's why I picked this book for the Spotlight series. But if I'm going solely off of issue 13, the Palindrome issue from front to back or back to front, right? You know, on the NinjaDairy scale, I'm gonna have to give this book a 4.5. Honestly, guys, it wasn't for me. I know some of you guys out there are probably big fans of this book, but I gotta keep it true here. I didn't really enjoy the story. I mean, maybe I just didn't get it, you know? I mean, let me know what you guys think, right? But I will be picking up issue 14. Issue 14 drops, I think it's August 28th. So I will be picking that one up because I kind of want to read, you know, 2 or 3 issues, because I know it's not going to be anything like this. Because like I said, each issue is kind of like a one-shot, so I'm sure it'll be totally different. But I'm looking forward to reading issue 14. For me on this one, it's going to be a pass. If you guys were going to look to buy this book to get started on the series, if I was you guys, I would pass on this one and maybe wait, check us back, and see what goes on in issue 14. As always, like and subscribe, comment, let me know what you guys feel. I appreciate each and every one of you. We're starting to get a lot of subs now. I think, you know, a lot of the comic book community is starting to gather around us, and I really appreciate that from every single one of you guys. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll catch you in the next one. All right, see you guys.